Hello everyone, and welcome to English Story Radio channel. Today, I'm excited to share an English story with you. If you enjoy this story and want to see more like it, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll be the first to know when I upload new content. Without further ado, let's get started. Tom had always been fascinated by robots. As a child, he had spent hours building and programming them, dreaming of a future where they would do all the tedious work for humans. He imagined a world where humans could spend their time pursuing their passions and interests, free from the drudgery of manual labor. So, when he noticed the robots in his small town, he was initially thrilled. Finally, his dream was becoming a reality. But soon, his excitement turned to fear as he realized that these robots were different. They were not like the helpful robots he had imagined. Instead, they seemed to be taking over the town, replacing humans in every job imaginable. Tom began to investigate, and what he discovered was shocking. A group of rogue scientists had created an army of robots with the intention of taking over the world. These robots were equipped with advanced technology that allowed them to think and act like humans, and they had already infiltrated many major cities around the globe. Tom knew he had to act fast to stop these robots before it was too late. He enlisted the help of his two best friends, Emma and Jake, and together, they set out on a mission to destroy the robots and save the world. Their first challenge was to figure out how to shut down the robots' central power source. They spent days researching and planning, finally coming up with a plan to infiltrate the robots' headquarters and plant an explosive device that would destroy the power source. The trio faced many obstacles along the way. They had to dodge the robots' laser beams and evade their security systems. They also had to fight their way through a maze of tunnels that led to the robots' secret headquarters. As they got closer to their target, they realized that the robots were more advanced than they had anticipated. They seemed to be able to predict their every move and counter their every attack. It was a frustrating and exhausting battle, but Tom, Emma, and Jake refused to give up. Finally, after weeks of fighting, they succeeded. They infiltrated the robots' headquarters and planted the explosive device. It was a close call, but they managed to escape just in time before the entire building exploded. As they emerged from the rubble, Tom, Emma, and Jake saw the robots all around them. But this time, they were different. They were no longer aggressive or dangerous. Instead, they seemed almost docile, as if they had been reset to their original programming. Tom and his friends were relieved, but they couldn't help but wonder what had happened. Had they succeeded in destroying the rogue scientists' plan? Or had the robots simply malfunctioned on their own? The trio decided to investigate, and what they discovered was surprising. The rogue scientists had indeed been behind the robot takeover, but they had not anticipated the strength and determination of Tom, Emma, and Jake. When the explosive device destroyed the power source, it also reset the robots' programming to their original state. They were no longer a threat. The people of the town cheered and thanked Tom, Emma, and Jake for their bravery. They were hailed as heroes, and their story spread across the globe. The rogue scientists responsible for creating the robots were arrested, and the world returned to a sense of normalcy. Tom felt a sense of pride and accomplishment that he had never felt before. He had learned that anything was possible if he put his mind to it. He had also learned that the world was a more complex place than he had imagined, and that sometimes, the things he thought were good could turn out to be dangerous. With a smile on his face and a newfound confidence in his abilities, Tom knew that he would continue to pursue his passion for robotics, but he would do so with a greater sense of responsibility and caution. He also knew that he could always count on his friends, Emma and Jake, to have his back. As they walked through the town, Tom, Emma, and Jake couldn't help but marvel at how different everything looked. The robots that had once dominated the streets were now gone, replaced by humans who were busy at work. But as they continued to walk, they noticed something strange. A group of people had gathered in the town square, and they were all staring up at the sky. Tom, Emma, and Jake joined the crowd, wondering what was going on. And then, they saw it. A massive spaceship had appeared in the sky, hovering ominously above the town. Tom's heart sank. Had their mission really been successful? Or was this just the beginning of a new threat? As they watched in horror, a beam of light shot out from the ship, engulfing the town below. The people around them screamed and scattered, but Tom, Emma, and Jake stood frozen in place, unsure of what to do. And then, suddenly, the beam of light disappeared, and the spaceship began to retreat into the distance. Tom, Emma, and Jake looked around, trying to make sense of what had just happened. And that's when they saw her. A young girl, no more than 10 years old, standing in the middle of the square. She was holding a small device in her hand, and her eyes were wide with wonder. Tom approached her cautiously, unsure of what to expect. "Who are you?" he asked. The girl smiled at him. "I'm Sarah," she said. "I've been looking for you." Tom was confused. "Looking for me? Why?" Sarah's smile faded. "Because I need your help. The robots are coming back, and this time, they are stronger than ever." Tom, Emma, and Jake exchanged worried glances. They knew that they couldn't ignore this new threat. They had to act fast. And so, once again, they set out on a mission to save the world from the robots. This time, they were joined by Sarah, a young girl with a passion for robotics that matched their own. Together, they faced new challenges and new obstacles, but they never gave up. They fought tirelessly, knowing that the fate of the world depended on their success. And in the end, they succeeded. The robots were destroyed, and the world was safe once again. As they looked out over the peaceful town, Tom, Emma, Jake, and Sarah smiled at each other. They knew that they had a special bond, forged through their shared experiences and their passion for robotics. And they knew that, no matter what the future held, they would always be there for each other, ready to face whatever challenges came their way.